Hello and welcome to the start of a new little series on my channel. I am starting a series of small beginner history bounding projects, which I think anyone who wants to do them and can find a needle and thread will be able to do them. We are filming in a slightly different place today, or very different. But this is just temporary, so bear with us, and for next month we will probably be back home. Right, so today we are starting this little series by jumping on the pocket hype. There has been a lot of people making these nice big 18th century inspired pockets, and they're awesome. And I wanted to make one too, so let's do it. I'm going to be making this pocket out of two pieces of mock-up fabric, which you might recognize if you've been around here before. They are already vaguely the shape that I want or need for my pocket, so I thought they would be perfect. After briefly pressing the fabric, I sketched out the shape I wanted for my pocket, mostly based on the cabbage itself and the shape of it, and the fact that I wanted to avoid the ugly Sharpie lines that were already present on the fabric. So this shape of the pocket is not based on any sort of anything really. Remember, this is history bounding. We are not bound by any historical accuracy formalities here. Especially with this being a beginner project, don't worry about historical accuracy. It's fine. You're fine. I did make a quick little pattern just to make it more symmetrical on both sides, but really you don't even really need it if you don't want to make one. So after tracing my little pattern on the fabric and pinning it all together, we can start sewing. For the thread, I will be using a linen Gutermann thread for hand sewing, and I will be lightly waxing it with a little bit of beeswax. To put the two pieces of fabric together, I used a backstitch all around the U shape of the outside of the pocket. Then I clipped the outside and bound it with a very narrow twill tape that I had. It's actually a bit too narrow for comfort. But this was not a project I was about to order special twill tape for. I was just going to use what I already had in house. Because remember, this is just a mock-up fabric pocket. It's not that serious. It doesn't need specific sizes of twill tape. Right, anyway, so I bound the outside of the pocket by felling down the twill tape on both sides. So here you can see it fell down on the front, and here you can see it also fell down on the back. And this is why I say it's a little bit narrow for comfort, but it is doable. So use whatever you want to. For felling it, I actually used a polyester thread, which did end up looking almost invisible, which is what I wanted. However, it is much less comfortable to hand sew with compared to the linen thread, so keep that in mind. Now it is time for perhaps the most intimidating part of this project, which is cutting the opening in the front of the pocket. I did my best to find the middle of the pocket, draw a straight line, and cut through it. I cautiously cut the opening in several small sections, each time testing whether my hand would already fit through the opening or if it needed to be bigger. For testing whether your hand will fit through the opening, I recommend pinning shut the top of the pocket, since this will be sewn shut when the pocket is finished also. After the big cut, I also bound the opening of the pocket. For the top of the pocket, I just backstitched closed the top and then used the twill tape as my waistband and filled the pocket onto that on the front and the back, just like we did the rest. And with that, the pocket is done. It is a big pocket, which I intend to wear as I sew, in order to hold random things which I cannot be currently holding in my hands. If you decide to give this a go yourself, do tell me about it. And with that, I shall see you next time. But how much can it really hold?